Today's video is made possible by our good friends at Bespoke Post.
Good morning, gentlemen. We have a big day on the homestead. Today we are going to be it's the first day that I'm going to be irrigating for the summer. We had a really productive harvest. We cut our first bales of hay, did our first haying. 550 bales we got off of 15 acres. I've been told by the local farmers we can expect to get 4 cuttings. They've said in good seasons we've had as many as 6. I don't know about that, but today's going to be cool because we're going to be doing the flood irrigating on the upper section for the first time. If you haven't seen this technology, it's very, very interesting. I encourage you to stay around for this. It's been working for 100 years, still works today. It's absolutely fascinating. Good news, gentlemen. We have a full ditch of water. Absolutely perfect. All right, let me break it down what we're doing and then we'll drop the floodgates. How my irrigation system works is the land that we bought, when we bought this land, it was grandfathered in that we have so many water rights. There's so many family farms on this irrigation ditch, which comes down from the mountain from melted glaciers and waters the field. Now, all these fields painstakingly were graded so that the water flows very slowly all the way from one end to the other, starting at the top of the property to the lower end. Now, I do this every 10 days. And what that gives me is a weed and critter-free field because it gets flooded every 10 days and just unbelievable quick growth with the grass. The water comes from Mount Fuji and works its way down. This is my neighbor's property right here. When he's done irrigating for his cattle, then it comes over here and it comes to my head gate. I haven't moved any of these gates since last year, so they might be a little bit sticky. Here we go. First of the year. So we'll redirect there and then block this off because we're all done with the lower section. Okay, let's go open the gates. Oh, I get my feet wet. We've got a little damage on the gate there. We're gonna have to repair that post. We've got so much water in this ditch right now, I might be able to even flood 2 at one time, but we'll keep an eye on it. The land is really dry right now. We've not irrigated because we cut a little bit late this year and we had the hay on the field drying so we couldn't flood and get it wet, but we just got it off and in the barn and now we're ready to go. What's kind of interesting is the dogs will come out here when we start flooding because there's this this wave of death that marches across the field. Any little critters or animals that have made their homes in the field over the winter time will be forced out and have to move on to some other place. So the first irrigating takes a little bit of time. The ground is so thirsty that it'll bubble and soak it up. You can actually hear it going into the ground the first time. Let's see if we can find the leading edge here. I'll show you how fast it creeps along. I've been flooding for about 10 minutes and the water is probably about 150 feet away from the gate. Right here. Here you can see it. You can see how it just marches along there. It might be impossible to see from the camera, but there's ridges that run this way, that channel that all the way to the other end where it runs back into the river. A lot of the professional farmers in the valley have gotten away from the flood irrigating and went to these valley irrigation systems here. Shout out to our friends in Nebraska, Valley, Nebraska. And this is, I'm not a farmer, but this is done because they can manage the water better. They can control it. They can basically determine, closer when they're going to be able to harvest and such. And just a lot more efficient system, a lot less wasteful. But there's still a lot of farmers that still use the irrigation as well. You know, this comes at a downside in that you have the cost of the expense of the equipment. They run off of electricity to pump the water out of the ground, and you know that has pretty significant costs as well. But the convenience of it for them makes it more than worthwhile, I'm assuming.
Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering top shelf boxes from under the radar brands, and the best part is you can join for free. Every month they introduce their members to cool new products, outdoor gear, barware, home and kitchen goods, clothing, and more. Based on a preference quiz members fill out when signing up. The box lineup changes every month, and each box has around a $70 value, but you only pay a fraction of that price. What's cool is 90% of the box contents comes from small businesses. Many of them are located right here in the U.S. You only pay for what you want. Boxes will be assigned to you according to the quiz you took when you signed up. Before your boxes ship, you'll get a preview of what's inside, and you can do one of three things. You can keep it, you can trade it for a different box, or you can skip the month and choose something next month. And boxes change every month, so there's always something new. Shall we take a peek inside? We'll start with the frontier. It's always one of my favorite times of the month. Okay, we've got some cool stuff here. Oh, starting off the bat right away, this is a good one. We've got an Open L. Oh, what a classic knife. These are made in France. I absolutely love these. I actually have been carrying one. Mrs. W. So does her mom. They both carry this exact same knife in their purse. We've also got a heavy bottle opener. This thing is a chunk made out of, it looks like cast steel. I know this brand. This is made in Germany. A fountain pen, is different than a ballpoint pen. It actually works like the old ones using these ink cartridges. These are the ink cartridges. Even these are made in Germany. Now the ink. Oh, nothing like a fountain pen. And a really nice ashen fir journaling, or journal. Our next box is a slash kit. Oh, this is nice. I think this is a Japanese, is it a Naga? Is that right, Naga? Nada, that's right, Japanese Nada tool. Boy, that's a beautiful tool. Boy, it feels sharp too. How sharp is it? Shall we see? The Japanese, look at that. That is sharp. For a big chunk of stainless like that, hardwood handle, full tang. It's even got brass ferrules there for the lanyard loop. That is a nice unit. Comes with a sheath, heavy duty, kind of a waxed sheath with a belt loop on the back. And the final box, the Retreat. I know what's in here. This is actually something that I carry in my truck, and that is a camping hammock. Nice big blanket as well. That pairs really nice with the hammock. Both of them fit into their own little stuff pouches that are sewn into the bag, so you don't have to worry about losing them. Nice big heavy beaners and two nice long hanks of heavy rope for securing it to a tree or a post. To get 20% off your first box, you can click the link in the description and at checkout enter Wranglerstar 20 or go to bespokepost.com/Wranglerstar 20.
The ground is so dry, you can just hear the whole field is just fizzing as those bubbles come up, as all the little holes are filled up and the ground drinks up all that water. You can see head gates 2 and 3 from the aerial. The Honda is parked next to 3. Both of them are open, and the water is just now starting to flow to the east. And we'll go across this whole area. You can kind of see the ridges in the field there, across the whole area, and flood all of that without any irrigating, any sprinklers or anything. Oh yeah, we've got way too much water for a single head gate. So we'll pull this here, let that go, and stop it at the next gate, gate number 2.
This is pretty much all I'll be doing today, is keeping an eye on this. The first flooding, there's a lot of loose grass and debris and stuff that will clog up the culverts because this water's got to cross through our driveway. Our driveway bisects the east and the west plot, and I'll just have to shovel those out. But I enjoy it. It's something I look forward to all day or all year long, and just tickled pink about it. I cannot emphasize the importance of having water in the future. I'll tell you what, this by and large is one of the main reasons why we decided to pull up stakes and relocate from the old homestead, is that the lack of water over there. I
I was concerned about food independence. I was concerned with the way things were going, and I just did not want to be reliant upon a government or agency to feed my family, and I wanted to have options. That's what the future, I think, that needs to be your battle cry for the future, is do whatever you can do to have as many options and to be independent as possible. And I'm not joking when I'm telling you water is going to be the battleground of the future. Oil has been in the past, but I think water rights and water and access to it is going to be the most important thing in the world, because without it, you can't survive. Very important. All right, well, thanks for watching. If you don't mind, take a moment and click the thumbs up. If I can get internet out here, maybe I'll do a little, we can do a little irrigating live stream. You guys can hang out and I can answer any questions and we can visit the floodgates. But that's what I'll be doing today. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.
Dearly beloved, I was made for this. Yeah. I work them nights just like a slave for this. Yeah. Giving all my love and all my